I love video games. If you're watching this, you might love video games too. I have an entire channel with video games as background footage. I like playing them. I played them since I was a little kid. Grew up with them. I didn't get my first console till I was like 13, but I'd go over to my friend's house. I'd talk about video games, play them at their place, think about them when I got home. Loved the idea of just being able to play in this imaginary world. And when I wasn't playing them, I was just pretending to be inside of them, inside my head. I am not of the mindset that video games are bad. There's a lot of people out there that are. They'll take the side that video games are horrible and, you know, they take you away from living real life. It's true, they're a form of escapism, no doubt about it. I would not argue that point at all. I think that just like movies or books or music, video games are just another medium for escapism. But it's nice. I think in a lot of ways, escapism can be a nice break from reality because reality can get pretty tough sometimes. Life is not easy. And I'm not trying to make a video to advocate for gaming more or gaming less, but I did notice something when I was playing a demo of Over the Hill yesterday. And now this game, it's pretty cool little off-road simulator. It's made from the developers who made Art of Rally, and I think this is a cool little video game. I'm really looking forward to the release. And I'm playing this game, and I'm really enjoying this feeling of like it feels like I'm outside. It feels like I'm outside, and I'm off-roading in this vehicle. Now, personally, I don't have an off-roading vehicle. So I don't know. It would be a little bit tricky for me to have this experience in real life. I have been off-roading once before, but you either need to have friends who off-road or have your own off-roading vehicle, which can be a significant investment. So I was enjoying this experience. I played it solo, and I played with my cousin, and I had a great time. And you're hearing the sounds of, the owls outside, or the wind, or the vehicle as it's moving through the mountains. And it just felt like, it's like a simulation of real life. But while I was playing it, I also kind of felt like, I wish I could do this in person. That would be so cool. The experience would be so much more fun because you're outside. You're actually living the experience instead of vicariously experiencing it through a video game. And there's nothing wrong with a video game. It's actually really nice that we get to experience this through a video game. But it did make me think about how we can use video games as a way to have experiences that we can't always afford to have in our day-to-day lives. Maybe because it's due to a lack of fiscal ability or your own time that you can or cannot sink into an activity you would like to do. And video games act as a medium to allow you to kind of experience that thing in a way, not exactly like real life, but like the spirit of the experience, which I think is very cool. And I think that's a fantastic reason why someone would want to play a video game. It's escapism into a world that they want to enjoy. Maybe they can't necessarily enjoy that world in real life. Could be also due to the limitation of fiction. But it did also make me a little bit sad because I wish I was experiencing that experience in real life. And it made me think, maybe I should just go outside and, take a walk, go touch grass. Because there is something really beautiful about being outside and enjoying the fresh air, hearing and seeing wildlife, just watching life pass you by in the moment of existence outside. it feels a little bit slowed down when you go take a walk in a park. It feels like life suddenly slows down from the hustle and bustle of the vehicles and the office workers and, the industries that surround us. You just go sit in a park for a bit or just take a walk, and life starts moving a little slower. And it gives you some time for reflection. It gives you space to just enjoy the moment. And while you can equally enjoy a moment playing a video game, and perhaps you can get more enjoyment and laughter and a great experience out of playing a video game than you would maybe going outside. There's still this value of getting out there and touching grass, and I feel this pull as I get older to pay more attention to the world around me, outside of the virtual world, outside of this matrix that we're creating. There is value to slow living, even though it's kind of hard to see that when you have all these videos from social media shoved in your face, and there's music to listen to, there's movies to watch, books to read, video games to play, so many different distractions. And you could say, well, be distracted from what, really? Perhaps the distraction is from remembering to experience other elements of our life, not just the virtual world. And I mean, I couldn't tell you how many hours I've logged playing video games. It's astronomical. And I'll still continue to play video games in my life. I love them. There was a year I decided to boycott them and I didn't play them at all. And it was useful because I learned a lot about myself and I got to experience other things, and that was great. But eventually I missed them and wanted to come back to them because I just enjoyed them. There's people who will argue that video games are bad and you should never play them. Then there's people who argue they love video games so much and everyone should play them and there's no reason to go outside. I think both are extremes and they're just kind of silly at the end of the day. Live your life how you want. But yeah, I think there's value to both. And taking a breath of fresh air, enjoying just watching grass move through the wind, or hearing birds chirp, see the trees rustle. There's just something so peaceful about it and so helpful to you as a person, just allowing yourself to just calm down from the hustle and bustle of day-to-day life and take a step back. It feels like it allows you to see the bigger picture of life, even though you may not be able to fully articulate it, completely understand it. It just feels like you feel a little bit more at peace. So if this video has any purpose, it's just to remind you to go touch some grass and, don't forget to enjoy the other things in life outside of video games and media. Social media has value, but it can also, too much of it can also not be good for you. Just like that old adage, too much of anything is bad for you. Just advocate for a little bit more balance in your life and, yeah, get outside, enjoy the sun. Thanks for listening. Zen up.